guys, it's Lynn here. Hope you're having an amazing day. Now, welcome to our end of June Cacti and Succulent and Houseplant collection. And I'm starting off in the conservatory today. There is absolutely tons going on. So the video is going to be way too long otherwise. And what I'm going to do is just do a very quick scan around and tell you some of the major things that's happening. Now, this is a patchy podium that my wonderful fiance Hans cut the top off, and it's sprouting new growth, so that's doing really well. Ceropegia there in beautiful bloom, a separate video on that. Got the Crassula propeller plant coming into amazing flower here. That's so exciting. And the Impatiens here, look at that, guys. Now, I've made a separate video on this, so stay tuned for that. Absolutely beautiful, all in flower. There's just so much going on that it really would take too long to show, but basically there is a lot happening. There's loads of buds, loads of new growth on all the plants, and I have the Venus flytrap in flower, which is amazing. I'm going to be making a separate video on that also, and I'm going to be pollinating it for seed, which I did last year, which is where I got these babies that I grew from seed in here, the baby Venus flytrap. So that's absolutely amazing news. Loads of cuttings and everything all growing well there. Big euphorbia here, which is absolutely amazing. The triangularis, look at that. And guys, today I have my Hildewintera, or clyster cactus as it's called now, Collodimonis, in magnificent bloom and beautiful bud. And I'm going to be making a separate video on this beauty, so stay tuned for that. And I'm also going to be cross-pollinating it with its sister plant here that is also the same type of genus, but this is the Clyster cactus orispina, or the Hildewinterii, as it's also called, also in flowers. I'm going to be cross-pollinating them, so making a video on that too. But I'll just show you there's loads in bud and bloom here. As I say, I'm just going to show you the main things that's happening. Here, there's buds coming up on the Matucana Madisanorum there. These are all the seedlings that me and Hans have recently been propagating, and there's a few that have germinated, which is really excited. Lots of seedlings there. As you can see, more plants all on here, and loads more seedlings here. As you can see, loads on the go, all doing really well. The Selenicerius grandiflorus cuttings have all taken root. They're all fattening up and they're growing so well. This is Hans's amazing Stapelia plant. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous, guys? And there's buds forming on that too, so that's so exciting. And the Austrocylindria puntia salmianus that we took as well from the shoots, from the fruits, as they say, they're growing very well as well, all sprouting new growth. So we've got loads of seedlings on the go, guys, and cuttings, as you can see here. And all the beautiful carnivores here, which are doing fantastic. So it's just amazing. And the little dragon fruit seedlings that I grew from seed are all growing well in the hanging basket. Big Nepenthes. And I'll just quickly scan around here. This is Hans's Ceropegia sansonii plant. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that, guys. It goes right up to the roof. Beautiful. It goes into a lovely vine packed with flowers. As I'm going to be making a separate video on that also, so stay tuned for that. And just quickly scan you around here. Everything's sort of growing pretty good here too, and loads of buds on the way. And I have my Epithelium, and I'm not sure what type this is. It was given to me as a cut-in, but I'm not sure. This is the first time it has flowered, and as you can see, the flowers are pretty unusual looking. So it's going to be interesting to find out what it is. There's just so much going on. It's so exciting. Again, here, loads of new growth on the euphorbias. And more buds coming up on the Trichoceres grandiflorus. As I say, I'll try and keep this quick because I know sometimes it goes on for ages. And there's going to be lots of things happening in the coming weeks, guys, because me and Hans are going to be moving house, which we are very excited about. And it looks like we're going to be moving up to the Northern Ireland, because here it's just too quiet where we live in Waterford, and the house is an absolute disaster. It's horrendously damp, mouldy, and we've got too many things here that are worth far more than being damaged by mould. So it's going to be exciting for me and Hans to get our own place together, moving up. It looks like we're going to be moving up to Belfast, so we're very excited about that. And Belfast has a great cactus society there and a lovely botanic garden, so we're going to be in our elements, and we're going to have so much fun. As you can see, just a quick scoot around, and more as well here. Loads more seedlings on the go. These are San Pedro, Trichoceros patrinois seedlings here that actually came from this big mother plant here. As you can see, big buds on it again, so lots to look forward to. Now I'm going to take you into the little spare room here. As you can see, oh, I've had my Hoodia succulent plant in amazing flower, and it's more buds as well. So I'll make another video on that when it flowers again, and scan around to show you here. This isn't the most sunniest of days today. We've had a bit of rain, which we really needed, so I don't know what the lighting is going to come out like in here. But we have, I mean, look at this, guys. This is my Echeveria, and I'm going to make a video on this when the flowers open up a little bit more. It's just coming into bud, as you can see. Isn't it magnificent? First two flowers are starting to open, but stay tuned for future video on this when it all opens. And this beautiful one here. Stay tuned for a video on this also. I'm going to be making a video on that. Absolutely beautiful. I have the Rhipsalis, the Easter cacti, also coming into flower again. White flowers at this time of year in summer, which is good to see. There's just so much happening. Seed pods forming for where I cross-pollinated these, the Christmas cacti. So that's doing so well here. More beautiful white flowers on the Rhipsalis Easter cacti too. And here, look at the pink ones. Isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely spectacular. So lovely to see that all happening now. And again, more seed pod. This is the orange flame that I cross-pollinated last month. That's got a big seed pod. So loads of seeds and everything on the way, guys. And then I'm going to take you now into the living room. Now, guys, I'm in the dining room here. So the living room, I should say. Now, it's not the best of lighting, so apologies if it's grainy, but just scan here to show you what we've got. This is Hansi's absolutely beautiful Transcanthia. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful plant. Isn't it gorgeous? And it's full of flowers as well. Absolutely breathtaking. I have my Aporocactus malisonii, which is recovering well. Just give you a quick scan on here. The Haworthia in flower also. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful plants. The Rhipsalis here as well. All growing well. And look at these. It's wild, isn't it? So that's all in here. And I'm going to take you then into the greenhouse. Before going to the greenhouse, I just show you I've got the dragon fruits in here. I normally have them hanging out on the tree, but we've had a bit of heavy rain, so I brought them in just because I don't want them to get too damp. And some Pereschia cuttings taking root on there. Now I'm in the garden here on the way to the greenhouse. I just show you there's the monkey puzzle trees that I potted up. They're settling in really well into their new pots. They're amazing that I grew these from seed. And a few more cuttings here that sort of all need to be put into individual pots. And to show you here I've got a few outdoor sedums and succulents growing here in the so a little bit of a rockery in the yard here. Not the most tidiest, I have to say, but I'm going to take you now into the greenhouse. A quick scan of the garden here. Garden's looking lovely. The garden is what I'm going to miss when we're going to really miss the garden when we move from here, guys. But as you say, it's not everything. Here we have the Rhipsalis here that is doing so well hanging from the tree, and the big Nepenthes also. They love being outdoors this time of year. And just show you got the agaves also on the seat over there, and another Rhipsalis hanging from the tree too. As I say, normally have the dragon fruits out, but they were getting a bit too wet, so I brought them in. And just take you and show you the greenhouse. And sun's starting to come out now, which is wonderful. And I'll just walk you in. Now I've got the beautiful here at the moment. This is Hansi's Stephanotis plant. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that, how it's growing. It's coming into bud, which is really exciting. We have a selection of aloes, some Pereschias here, which is absolutely beautiful. Look at the leaves on that. And a selection of beautiful, beautiful plants. We have some chilies. These are Hansi's chilies that he's been growing, that he brought over from Sweden. Look at that. He's been pollinating the flowers himself. And it's got some wonderful chilies on them. And I have to say, the chilies are so hot, guys. Really tasty, though. And Lovely, lovely. We're doing, as you can see, loads of repotting, putting a lot of the big trichocereus into larger pots. So me and Hans have been so busy repotting and sowing seeds and sort of getting everything sort of ready for the house move, because when we move, we want the plants to sort of have a chance to settle into their new pots before we move them all. So we've been busy, and obviously when we move house, guys, we're going to document it and share it with you. It's going to be fun and games. And you show you the top shelf there. Hans has some beautiful Pelagonians getting into bloom as well. Absolutely wonderful. Look at that. And quick, I said, this is just mainly a bit of a scan of everything, because there's just so much coming into bud, bloom and new growth that it'd be a very long video. So it's just a little update, just scanning you to see how everything is looking. We've got loads, propagating a load of Opuntia under there as well. Now, obviously, we know when we move, it's going to be difficult enough for us to try and find somewhere that has a conservatory, yet alone a greenhouse. So, obviously, the big step is to find a home that has a conservatory to house the majority of the plants. The rest of them, we're going to try and find a landlord that doesn't mind us having some type of greenhouse out the back while it's summer still, and certainly during the autumn, where we can carry on with a lot of the plants, even if it's one of them sort of the grow polytunnels or something. But it's going to be very interesting. We've got a lot of exciting times coming up ahead, as you can imagine. Well, how daunting it's going to be for me and Hans to move all of these plants to the other side of Ireland, the top end, which is Northern Ireland. It's going to be very fun and games, but we love challenges and we find it so exciting, and it's going to be all fun. And as you say, Hans moved all his collection over from Sweden. He's going to be moving it all again, but it's going to be wonderful for us to choose a home that we've chose together, and that's going to be lovely with all of our plants. And obviously I can't not include this. Now, I have done separate videos on these plants anyway, guys. These are Hans's Echinopsis subdenudatus. This one is had for a number of years, a lovely clusters, but a beautiful flower, and the smell, guys, is incredible. This one here Hans has had for possibly over 15 years, and obviously it started off as a round one, which is how they start off, and over years they grow more columnar. But isn't it gorgeous, guys? As I say, I made a separate video on this, so stay tuned for that. And everything else is doing pretty much good. We have the also my Gymnoclycium starting to come into flower as well there. Isn't that gorgeous with the buds, guys? And I'll just show you a little bit underneath as well here. We've got a collection of aloes all doing well, and the lovely bud on the aloe here too. And that's it, guys. So sorry if it's a little bit rushed, but it's a bit of a nightmare trying to do the end of What's It updates when we have so many plants and there's so much happening. So it's mainly just a bit of a scan around so you can see how the collection is looking, and stay tuned for what's going to be happening with the big house move, guys. So guys, I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and tons of cactus power, as always, from Ireland. Until the next video, guys. Bye.